Hello everyone, this is Fixed Maintenance College. I'm Anthony. Today we will have course Lesson 11, iPhone X Charging, Wireless Charging Principle. There are two kinds of charging of iPhone X. One is wire charging with PD fast charging protocol. One is wireless charging with QI standard. The rear cover of iPhone X is a piece of glass. It is for the wireless charging. There is a wireless charging receiver in the back of the phone. It is for receiving signal of charger. Actually, the wireless charging is electronic magnetic transduction. The wireless charger is transform power signal to magnetic signal and make electronic magnetic field surround the charger. The passive component of the back of the phone is a loop inductor, which is made by a wire. It is for transforming the magnetic to the power. There are two charging ways of iPhone X. One is wire charging with lightning cable. Another is wireless charging. Besides, iPhone X supports fast charging. Except for 5 voltage 1 ampere and 5 voltage 2 ampere, PD fast charging is available. This is the fast charging IC of PCB. iPhone X charging principle. When connecting the charger to the phone, USB control lines will detect the inserted accessory. Detecting past, USB control lines activate the charging IC. Before we learn the charging principle, we need to know the battery workflow first. iPhone X uses lithium battery. This battery has two status. One is charging, one is discharging, and one of them exists only. If the phone didn't connect to the charger, the battery provides power to PCB. Pin 1 of J3200 output positive power PP BATT VCC to U3300. U3300 transform PP BATT VCC to PP VDD main and output to PMU. Then the phone starts working. If the phone connects to the charger, the battery transforms discharging to charging. Meanwhile, pin 1 of J3200 output no power. However, the phone connects to the charger, battery output no power. Will the phone off? Of course not. Now, let's check the charging principle. This is PD fast charging IC. When we connect the charger, the charging IC starts working. These two capacitors are charging capacitor. This is PD fast charging IC. The charging principle of the phone is charging system. Like a boost system, it needs a charging IC, charging inductor, charging capacitor, and rectifier diode. The U3300 is charging IC. H4 and A7 are charging lines of U3300. C3340 is charging capacitor, and L3340 and L3341 are boost inductors. The charging system is at the right of L3341. The 5 voltage power of USB is disposed by charging system and has been outputted from the left of L3341. According to the schematic, the charging voltage is separated to two lines, one to PMU, and provide power to PMU. So after the phone connects to the charger, the battery transforms discharging to charging, and output power no more. In this moment, the power of PMU is from charging circuit. The phone will not off. Another line is charging voltage to the positive of battery through Q3350 and charge for the battery. There are three processes of the phone charges battery. When CPU detected that the power of battery is less than 80%, the fast charging is activated. When CPU detected that the power of battery is around 90%, the charging efficiency will be lowered down. When CPU detected that the power of battery is 100%, CPU will shut down the charging. CPU detects pin 2 and pin 3 of J3200 by I2C lines for detecting the data of battery. U3300 control the charging current by Q3350, and Q3350 is like a switch. Wireless charging is the new way of charging for charging IC. This is wireless charging connector, but it isn't integrated in the up-layer PCB. This is wireless charging IC. The lines of charging IC are next to it. They will transform the power and send to the charging IC. iPhone X wireless charging principle. The wireless charging principle is provide one more way of charging to charging IC. Before iPhone 8, all the model with single line of power in charging IC. It is the 5 voltage power of USB. In the iPhone X, there are two lines of power in charging IC. One is from USB, one is from wireless charging IC. There is only one axis between wire charging and wireless charging, and it is better to choose wire charging. The wireless charging circuit is adjusted by U3400 and transform the AC signal to DC signal, then output it to U3330. iPhone X charging error repair idea. 1. Confirm the error is from the phone, charger, or PC. 2. Replace new original Apple charger and text. 3. Replace new original Apple cable and text. 4. Connect the phone to PC and check the life of battery. If the life of battery is less than 80% or charged more than 1000 times, replace new battery before repair. 5. If no battery information shows, check and fix battery data lines first. No battery information shows may cause the phone boot loop. 6. Check voltage of PPVCC main and see the changes after connected to charger. Before connected to charger, check voltage of battery power. It should be less than 3.8 voltage. After connected to charger, check voltage of charging system. It should be 3.8 voltage. 7. If the voltage no changes, fix charging system. 8. If the output voltage of charging system is okay, fix Q3550. Now, let's check iPhone X repair cases reference. Case 1. iPhone X display charging logo, but no input power. Failure phenomenon. According to customer descriptions, the iPhone X has a lightning blow punctured into the charger. Connect to computer is normal, and the battery data is normal, but the battery is not charged. The less it is charged, after change the charging IC still failure. Further analyze. Generally, there are three reasons that cause the display charging mark but fail to charge. 1. The charging circuit system does not output the charging voltage. 2. The electronic switch Q3350 is damaged. 3. The battery is aging and no electricity is stored. Solution. 1. We first connect the computer to view the battery data. The battery life is displayed as 90%, indicating that the battery is normal. 2. Use the charging current detection method to detect the charging current. The current is displayed as 120 mA, indicating no input power. 3. Measure the battery voltage is 3.67 voltage. Plug in the charger and measure the PP VDD main voltage is also 3.67 voltage, which means that the charging system does not output the charging voltage. Normally, the charger is punking the charger and the voltage needs to be 3.8 voltage. According to the schematic, the charging system consists of U3300 charging IC, C3340 charging capacitor, L3340 and L3341 charging inductor. Any one abnormality will cause no charging voltage output. The customer has changed the charging IC, but the fault remains, and this is judged that the charging IC is not faulty. Observe that the charging inductor of the motherboard is not obviously damaged. So we first try to change the C3340 charging capacitor. This capacitor is a charging capacitor. The damage cannot be short jumper or removed, and only the capacitor of the same time can be replaced. Replace the new capacitor, install and test, and repair the fault perfectly. Case 2. iPhone X connecting computer is responding, but the charger is not responding. Failure phenomenon. The iPhone X failure is that the phone has a charging icon when it is connected to the computer. When viewing the battery health through Tool Assistant, battery data unknown is displayed. There is no response when the charger is punking, and it does not charge. Failure analysis. According to the fault display, we can know that the mobile phone's connection circuit is normal, and the problem occurs on the charging circuit and the battery detection circuit. We first restore the battery data to normal, and the charging problem may be solved naturally. Solution. According to the schematic, on the iPhone X, the CPU directly detects the battery information data through the I2C serial control lines. So we first check whether the I2C lines on the J3200 battery connector is normal. When we detected pin 2 of J3200, we found that the voltage was only 0.8 voltage, and normally 1.8 voltage was required. The log file is now caused by an abnormal I2C0 SMC SDA line. The I2C0 SMC SDA line is issued by the CPU AW16 pin, and one line leads to the U3300 charging IC. One line leads to the U6200 PD fast charging IC through a resistor R6200. One line leads to J3200 battery connector through the resistor R3202 and Q3200 protection IC. Damage to any component on those lines will cause the line to be abnormal. Add 1.8 voltage 5 ampere power supply on this line to burn the machine, and found that the U6200 PD fast charging IC is abnormal. We move the PD fast charging IC and power up again to measure the circuit. The voltage recovers to 1.8 voltage and the fault is found. Replace the new PD fast charging IC, install and test, and solve the problem perfectly. Case 3. iPhone X no battery data. Single upper motherboard is normal. Failure phenomenon. The iPhone X failure is that the phone has a charging icon when it is connected to the computer. When viewing the battery health through Tool Assistant, battery data unknown is displayed. There is no response when the charger is punking, and it doesn't not charge. The iPhone X motherboard is layered, and the text of the upper motherboard is normal, but it is abnormal after lamination. Failure analysis. According to the file display, we can know that the battery detection circuit is abnormal, and the fault exists in the lower motherboard. Solution. According to the schematic, on the iPhone X, the CPU directly detects the battery information data through the I2C serial control lines. So we first checked whether the I2C lines on the J3200 battery connector is normal when we detect the pin 2 of J3200. We found that the voltage was only 1.2 voltage and 1.8 voltage was normally required. The log fault is now caused by the abnormal I2C SMC SDA line. The I2C SMC SDA line is issued by the CPU AW16 pin. On the upper motherboard, this signal goes to U3300 charging IC, U6200 PD fast charging IC, and J3200 battery connector. On the lower motherboard, this signal goes to the U3400 wireless charging IC through the mid-level connection board port S30. Therefore, it is judged that the wireless charging IC may be damaged. Replace the new wireless charging IC, install and test, and the file is perfectly solved. Hello everybody. Today I would like to share a case about charging error. Here we go. After we connected the cable, the phone shows charging, but we check the power supply. It shows 0. That means no charging. Generally, if shows charging but no power, probably the error is from this IC. Let's replace it. Set reverse station temperature to 430 degrees, airspeed to 80. Okay, we took it out. Clean the pad out. Next, deal with the IC. Use net. And by the way, when using the reverse station, do not make the nozzles face to the IC. Take a look. It is very beautiful. Okay, install it. Set reverse station temperature to 430 degree, airspeed to 80. Okay, done. Let's check it out. Current shows 0.96 ampere. It is okay. That's it today. Thanks for watching. Okay, this is the course today. More repair cases, please check on our book, iPhone Maintenance Point and Inspire. I am Anthony. Let's meet next time. Bye.